kill. They're stuck. Double kill. A successful spike.
Another one down!
Hey guys, Levelcap here, and today I am really excited to be talking about a Halo game. The technical multiplayer preview for Halo Infinite kicked off last night, and despite some tech issues, I've been having an absolute blast with it. The game feels completely modern, yet retains so many of the classic assault rifle grenade combo vibes. And based on my time with the test, this is the best a Halo multiplayer experience has felt since Bungie parted ways with the franchise. 343 have nailed the legacy Halo look and feel that defines the franchise's most successful titles, all while updating the experience for more modern audiences that maybe haven't played a lot of the past Halo games. And I'm really excited to discuss the rest of the details of this beta, but first I have a quick word from today's sponsor. Did you know that 2/3 of every guy on Earth will experience some form of hair loss by the time they're 35?
That's a lot of dudes. Trust me, I did the math.
The good news is today's sponsor Keeps can help you out. They offer at-home treatments delivered every 3 months and generic versions of the only 2 FDA-approved hair loss products. You can also message your Keeps doctor 24/7 with any questions or concerns. Prevention is key. The sooner you start using Keeps, the more hair you'll save. Keeps treatments can take a few months to see the results, but they'll be worth the wait. After all, what's a few months when you've got the rest of your life to live with a full head of hair? Now, if you're ready to take action and prevent hair loss, go to keeps.com/levelcap or click on the link in the description to receive 50% off your first order. That's keeps.com/levelcap. Alright, now the technical preview for Infinite is currently invite only through the Halo Insiders program, so you would have had to sign up for that to get an invite here. It's probably still worth signing up for in case there's extra slots available. It's available on PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series consoles with crossplay enabled for all platforms. It currently offers Bot Slayer and Weapon Drills, and as the name implies, Bot Slayer mode is a 4v4 deathmatch with 4 human players facing off against a team of bots. Right now the bots are on a low difficulty level to get everyone acclimated to the gameplay. That being said, they aren't to be underestimated, and it's a good indication of just how good they will be on higher difficulties. The test includes 3 maps, Live Fire, Bazaar, and Recharge, but so far it seems like only Live Fire is in the rotation. As the server issues continue to get sorted out and certain engagement goals are met, 343 will update the test with more content and increase the bot difficulty. Now, as for the weapon drills, they're basically a practice range and mini tutorial combined. If you're looking for a refresher or crash course on Halo gameplay, be sure to check them out. Otherwise, the multiplayer is a fine place to relearn the gunplay and grenade timing mechanics. Now, when it comes to the options and settings, pretty much everything you'd want from a PC title is here. There's full key rebinding, a robust graphics options menu, quality of life features, accessibility options, and completely separate audio sliders for all of the important sounds in the game. I didn't really notice a big difference in the visual quality or performance of the game when cycling through the graphics presets though. Going from low to ultra settings only changed the FPS a little bit, so your mileage may vary or the options just might not be working fully right now. It's tough to say. Customization is also available for armor, as well as a preview of the Battle Pass system. Now, there are several known issues with the technical test, like out-of-date AMD drivers causing instability, slow matchmaking or broken matchmaking, crashes, stuttering, sound bugs, and melee hit registrations. Again, none of this is a big surprise as it is a technical test, and also it represents a build of the game that's several months old. And especially when it comes to performance optimization, this is usually the last pass of game development, so betas and alphas are usually lesser when it comes to performance. That being said, of course, the performance was not great. Halo is known for its cleaner looking maps, which also tends to help with a lower poly count and thus improves frame rates. And since the multiplayer is a fast-paced arena shooter, getting high FPS is critical to the competitive experience. So the frame rate will need to improve considerably for this title to be taken seriously as a competitive experience, at least on the PC side of things. There was also a really annoying audio bug that lowered the volume of footsteps and weapon fire, making it really hard to pinpoint enemies until they actually shot at you. And again, this is kind of par for the course with the beta, but in case you were wondering why things might sound a little weird in the footage, well, that's the reason. That being said, pretty much every other area of the test experience has an incredibly high level of polish. The menus are feature-rich and super clean. The animations, textures, and general graphical presentation are outstanding. The sound design is crisp and clear when it's actually working, and you can tell that 343 are going all out for this game. It really is an impressive presentation. And without question, the best part of the beta experience for me is the gameplay. Again, it's hard to judge because we're playing against bots, plus FPS issues and sound issues, but the gunplay and movement are very tight and responsive. The pacing and TTK are definitely on the fast side for a Halo game. If you're used to, say, Halo 3's multiplayer, for example, Infinite might almost feel like a slow-paced Call of Duty by comparison. But nonetheless, the meat and bones of Infinite still feel like 100% legacy Halo. And the pacing actually feels like a more appropriate direction for the franchise. It's still super long TTK compared to a tactical shooter, but it can allow you to finish an engagement often without having to do a weapon swap or grenade combo. That being said, you will get many benefits from comboing weapons and stuff like that, but you just don't necessarily have to finish off an unaware or an unskilled opponent. And again, this might sound off-putting to a hardcore fan, but as somebody coming back to the franchise after a while, I gotta say, it all feels fantastic. Weapons have that classic Halo recoil bloom, but it stays relatively tight and predictable. Infinite doesn't really penalize you that much for accurate automatic fire or sustained bursts as much as past titles. It's not nearly on the same level of spray and pray as Call of Duty, but there's a certain margin of error that will probably feel wider than past Halo games. And I think this makes it more accessible without being a detriment to the combat loop. Headshots and shield breaker combos are still king of TTK, so it's certainly a high skill ceiling. And if you're experienced with past Halo meta and good at landing those combos, you'll still have a massive advantage over the average player. It seems like the devs really wanted to make the game more accessible while still retaining a very high skill ceiling, and in my opinion, I think they've succeeded. Now, a big area of improvement is how damage is visualized on enemies. Shields get more opaque if you land multiple shots in a tight group. This is great for helping you track your accuracy at a glance while fighting an enemy. Smooth weapon swapping makes comboing a joy, and grenade throws and bounces feel right at home. The weapon variety feels really good and purposeful. The weapons make sense on the maps as opposed to putting super powerful weapons in close quarter maps that don't really make that much sense. And so far, I really like the feel of all the weapons, and especially the powered up ones feel pretty legit. Grenade-wise, the drop-wall shield grenades are really fun and add a nice element to the tactics if you can properly anticipate a firefight, though I didn't see the bots really using them much, and the stick grenades are incredibly fun when it comes to landing those one-shot sticks. It'll be really interesting to see how all of this starts playing out once PvP becomes available, because obviously the bots aren't taking advantage of all the cool nuances that the game has to offer. Now, obviously, the technical test is just a small pie slice of the entire Halo Infinite experience. Granted, it's a very important slice that I'm pleased to say feels fantastic. 4v4 Titanate infantry combat has to feel great before moving on to the bigger and more complex modes. And to once again mention, the visuals are just clean, classic, yet modern at the same time. I can't wait to see how this translates into the campaign, which I'm admittedly even more excited for. Again, bug and technical test issues aside, this is a very promising first step from the Halo team, and my hype levels are increasing rapidly. What do you guys think? Are you hyped for Halo Infinite? And if so, what aspects are you most looking forward to? Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to check out the Keeps link in the video description. I'll see you guys next time. This is Level Cap, signing off.